Welcome to my stables. I'm the DMobo, and welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Last episode, the party finished up their business in Gula. Bert managed to create a summoning stone for Eastrel, and Riku made one for Gremil. The party sets off. Sleeping Bert leaned up against Riku on Bucky. Gremil and Keith on Ricky, who is holding Solus in a sling. Korric is on his own hippogriff. And the final hippogriff holds Kyrish, who is sitting in front of a slumbering sage who has been securely and safely tied to Rhea, who is also securely tied to the hippogriff, with her nose stuck in a book. You guys aren't too high in the sky, but it's enough to keep the heat off of you as the hippogriffs glide and occasionally flap their wings. Rhea, it would be about this time where you would have finished your book. And you realize just what kind of situation you're in.
So I'm assuming that my arms are at least free to move.
Yes, basically how I imagined it was you kind of had like your forearms resting on Sage's shoulders and using the top of her head to place your hand so you could read the book.
Status. Book stand.
Without having lost the book to the mess of her.
Endless void.
She'll just finish off the book, just close it up. And just with a bit of a somber tone in Elven, she will say something that Kyrish won't understand and Sage is asleep and won't hear. She'll just say to herself, given that Sage is asleep and can't hear it, let's see what she means now. She was there for it all.
What was in the book? Shit.
You'll have to be awake and read it because it's in Elven. You're probably one of the only other people in the party that could read it.
I see.
And then, just as she goes through, it's like, where'd the ground go? Why am I feeling the wind? Why? I see Korric improved.
Oh, well, finally. Hello.
Okay, I get this bunch, like, to there and such, but did he have to go for the harness as well?
Well, we really didn't want to risk you lot falling off.
No, I get that. But there's a difference between plainly and nicely tying someone up to make sure they don't fall off. And what's that word he kept using got that time back? Shibari, I believe he called it.
No. Well, we figured Korric would know the best about knots. Apologies. Here, let me get that for you. He's going to pull out a small knife and reach back.
He's going to pull out a small knife, reach back, and you just get a dirty glare over from Korric being like, that's my rope, don't touch.
I'll say Korric is in too much of a fussy attitude over being invited to sit with Keith and Gremil that he's too focused on that, and also he's on his own hippogriff, so I don't think he'd be able to hear all that well. Hey, Sage, roll a listen check to see if this conversation wakes you up.
There's 3 of us.
Oh, and also, after your listen check, I'm gonna need a will save from you again.
Oh! Great. Sure. Fine. Okay. This is
That's either because of bad reasons or because of the flight reasons. I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. I got distracted. Listen check, right?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Alright.
Yeah, but
Let's see if your will save is the, gives you the same luck.
11!
After you head back to sleep, you're out for the count. You don't remember shit. And then, from the deep recesses of your mind, you see a tall hooded figure rounding a corner. You almost see a little girl run up to him, bump into him, and run off. The scene fades, and then there's an explosion. The scene fades again, and you're sitting backwards on a chair, and you hear almost a buzzing noise. And then you hear a door slam open. And then you hear, "Oh, it's about time!" And when you're like, "This sounds like Kyrish," and your eyes start to flutter open.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
But what?
what bloody hell is everybody on for?
She's screaming, and given that she's attached to me currently, that's making me squirm.
Sage, calm
Oh,
down.
Losing her mind. Flying! 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 Ah! Ah!
Fine.
Yes, it's
Fine.
okay. It's
What the-
okay.
It's fine.
Why are we? Why? I was asleep! In my bed!
Yes. Calm down,
Why
woman.
are we in the air? Guys!
I
I am
Explain
fine.
if you
It's rope.
stop.
That's a good question. Why are we in the air?
Right now. I'm not even joking. I will kill somebody.
Please don't. I'm attached to you.
I don't like how
Calm down. We can
Nope.
take the ropes off.
chicks. This. So just like death grip on the hippogriff. Eyes closed.
Yeah. I know I'm on the hippogriff they're on. Can I hear the commotion from their
Everybody can hear Sage screaming.
Fucking hell.
I'll look over and be like, "Hey, Sage,
What?
it's a great ride, ain't it?"
Fuck you, Bert!
Bleh! Oh, as he pukes down the side of the hippogriff. Yeah.
Fuck.
Riku is going to smack you in the back of the head.
That's just gonna make
Show
me
some
go,
respect to the animals! Alright, come on, slow, gentle
It came out of
descent.
nowhere. I don't know what happened. I gotta go down. Yep, definitely gotta go down.
And very gently, slowly, but after about 10-15 minutes, the hippogriffs have gently landed. It's almost like you couldn't even tell. It was like they were walking on air this entire time, and you are now walking along the desert path.
I fall off.
You can't fall off.
Oh
You
shit,
step
I'm
to the
flying!
back of- Yeah.
Ropes! Spark blade! I cut ropes.
You can't.
hang on.
Why?
You look down, and your arms and hands are strapped to you and strapped to your legs, which is strapped underneath. You can follow the rope to the near side of the hippogriff, and then you also see some ropes being tied back to Rhea. You are secure.
In what world was absolutely fixing me on a hippogriff a better solution than waking me the fuck up?
Sage, calm down.
Don't look at me. I did.
We're here. You're safe. We don't need to let everybody in a 15-mile fucking radius know we're here.
Sorry.
I
A
am
little
so
bit late for that, I'm pretty sure. But
I'm sorry.
can we just untie you and have your
Well, I
just
wasn't expecting.
calm down a little bit, please?
tired. In 5 minutes, somebody's getting
Bert
stabbed.
is coming to your rescue.
Yet again, please don't. I'm tied to you currently.
I'm gonna
Also-
go over and start untying knots.
Just to let you know,
Just telling
I
her,
had-
Sage. It was
I had
wonderful.
I had no part in this, Sage.
I don't care who did it. Right now.
Sage,
Later, I will stab
would
them.
you calm the fuck down, please? We're on the ground. We're
Thank
safe.
you.
We're
Wait.
alive, and
I
we're a
know
lot
that-
closer than we would have been, and a lot sooner than we would have gotten here.
Don't like
any
being
other way.
woken up in the air. Something need I remind you, I do not like to be in.
Would you have rather me put a sleeping potion in your drink before you
Is
went
that
to
what you
sleep?
did? How the fuck did I not wake up?
I know that there's not much height difference anymore between Rhea and Sage, but I'm just imagining with Rhea getting off the hippogriff, Sage is just dangling there like in a papoose.
Just help. Help.
Yeah,
She gets
she's,
so
she's,
dangly when
she's
she's
swaddled.
sleeping.
She's swaddled in a very comfortable
I hate you all
binding. Yeah.
So much. I hate you
And
all.
here I figured you two would like to be tied together.
Ooh.
Korric, Kyrish, what the fuck does that mean?
Ooh.
No,
You are
Put him
now
on Front Street. Oh yeah.
to stab you. You are going to get stabbed as soon as I can get my hands.
Okay, so before I untie her, I need to. I just need to look at her dead in her eyes and say, "Are you calm enough for me to untie you, or do I need to disarm you before I untie you
On me
and
right
wait for your
now,
anger to cool?"
or I will cast a fireball spell in your face.
Sage, it's gonna kind of hard to do all that when you're tied the fuck up.
talking
Okay?
to a fucking
Yes,
magic
I don't
caster
need my hands for this.
about disarming them. You would literally have to cut her fucking arms off.
I mean, no, I could disarm her. Tongue and hands aren't required to live.
I can still cast spells without either of those, you ass.
I
I'm
know
tied
you can.
fuck
I'm
now.
untying you. Fuck, would you calm down?
What?
I will cut your tattoos off.
I'll invent something called a cheese grater, and then I'll use it to take your tattoos off.
I'm pretty sure cheese graters exist, Bert.
Okay, well maybe they do. Then belt sanders. Do they got those yet?
The belt sander.
Can you both?
You know, to take your
please-
tattoos off.
Can you both please stop arguing? I'm pretty sure it's this knot right here to the right that we need to pull to get this started.
I'm there getting the knots undone. Do I need to use rope check to undo knots?
You will have to use rope check.
Alright, well, let me get to my skills.
Oh my
Because
god.
I got skills.
Oh,
That
I don't have as many as Korric does, but I got skills.
This is my check. Check.
I got a 9. I ain't got very many skills.
Instead of trying to loosen the knots, you actually make them tighter.
Bert,
Let me
why
see.
did it get tighter?
Let's-
Okay, so I'm not the greatest at this whole rope shit.
Then why are you doing it? Take my goddamn.
Because if I let
Guys.
anybody else do it, you might become violent towards them, and I know you'd never hurt an old dwarf like me.
I would
In that-
absolutely hurt any one of you in an instant.
You think you would?
In that case, let me have a try.
You do have Kirish's little dagger that he gave to you while you were in the air.
Is it right if I make a use rope check?
I mean, you're slicing a rope.
No cutting. Korric
Yeah,
already
no,
said
that-
don't cut his rope.
That's why I'm trying to use just a use rope check.
All right. You can roll for a use rope check.
23.
You managed to see that Korric left a little loose knot that is connecting the rope in between you and Sage. And
It's called a loop.
hey, you're back.
Did you untie this blasted damn thing?
No, wait, I think I got it. And she'll start to untie it from the loop.
Smart choice.
Korric,
What is
the way that you tied up Sage and Rhea, would there be multiple instances of knots, or is it one continuous rope?
Oh, it is one It would be one continuous rope
Would Rhea
with
be
multiple knots tied through the rope. But
okay?
yeah, it would essentially be one rope.
So you undo the first knot, and you start finding the path of where the rope goes. And so she would come across more knots as she's unraveling the rope around them, right?
Yeah.
And you come across a second knot.
Let's see. That'll be a non.
I said 3 minutes ago that if in 5 minutes I'm not out, I'm going to shake somebody.
It's not been 3 minutes yet. That'd be an unnatural 20.
To walk away from them and kind of walk probably 50 yards away and then start walking a circle around us.
I would
You-
take my thanks now, since nobody fell and to their death in the hippogriff movement because of my knots. You're welcome.
I mean,
You know, I'm with
I-
you on that. The appreciation around here is lost
You-
on some people.
I mean, you both were quite a bit away when I did say it. Kyrish was there to catch it, but I did say that you had quite improved on this.
Well, yeah, you did compliment your knot tying skills and your rope abilities.
Good.
How he knows what they were like before.
Because I've
Well,
got my memories back.
Oh, that's right. Rhea's got her memories back. Fucking duh.
Stop talking. I'm more untying.
I'm working on it. I've got 2 done at the moment.
Riku is going to make a clicking noise, and Ricky, Bucky, and Maple are all going to stop. So,
Stop. I thought we were stopped.
no, you were all walking as this was happening. They were walking.
Ah.
We're walking and untying ropes? Okay.
Well, Rhea and Sage are on the same hippogriff, so it's kind of just like one of those.
So the hippogriffs are still walking with us on them. Okay.
And you stop. Right. So, Rhea, why don't you switch out with Korric so he can untie you both while you tell us what you remember?
I think that starts. Wait, what? About my memories or about the book? Because trust me, there's a lot to discuss about that book. Oh, speaking of book, she'll reach into her goods and pull out the other book she got from the library. Kyrish, I believe this is in a language you'd understand. I found it in the library of where we just were.
Oh, you found something useful there? Thought anything that would be used to us would, well, likely burn or something.
Well, I mean, I can't read it, so I don't know if it's useful or not, but better to take it and not need it than the other way around, am I right?
Well, no, I will certainly take a look at it.
She'll hand over the book, as it also gives me a quick moment just to open up notes that I have.
If Kyrish,
Are you guys?
if Kyrish is switching out with Korric, where is Keith?
Better not be on my hippogriff.
So, you guys are stopped. So basically, what Riku meant with switch out was Rhea stopped trying to untie and have Korric do it, since he's the one that tied him up.
I thought it meant okay.
Yeah, you are all sitting on your respective hippogriffs. At this point, Solus is no longer in the sling, but Keith and Gramil are on Ricky. The other hippogriff that is chilling there. And then
Chilling like a villain.
yep. And let me DM that. Boop. Alright, there you
Like
go.
Bob
Ben.
Dylan.
So I guess if it's going to help pass the time,
Am I untied
let him work, Sage. Bit of patience. I
yet?
know you want to just
Yeah.
slice at this rope, but good
She
rope
has
is hard to
patience.
come by.
That's funny.
Once your arms are free, I'll give you a book to read so that you can preoccupy yourself while the ropes are done.
Present that.
What?
But yes, please.
Either way. So, from what I remember of my memories, and trust me, like, just quickly, before I do start, Bert, since you're the only one of us that also has the memories back, I just need to ask you something when it comes to these. Despite the fact that we have them back, does it feel for you like you're just getting the memories of another life, and not your own life back? Because for me, it just, I don't know, there feels like a bit of disconnect. I don't know, it's weird.
You mean emotion-wise?
I mean, as in, given I woke up with fresh memories, just blank slate, only to have these lots piled on. I know where in the timeline they should place, but it's akin to reading a book and forming memories that way of the history. I know they're mine, but it doesn't feel like I lived through them. Even though I clearly did. Either way.
I do have that same sense of, it's almost, you're right, it's almost a disconnect, or I don't know. I don't know that I'm the same as I was. Even with my memories, it's not like I'm
I
not
don't think
sure
it.
that my everyday person is the same, if that makes sense.
I don't think it helps with the bit of conflict that's going on in my mind at the moment, but that's a whole other issue.
I would say the main issue that I was having upon gaining my memories back is the sorrow that came with the fact that this and so much worse has been done to people on such a large scale that it really made me question a lot of things in my life.
I mean, I suppose that is a good point. As far as we know, we're the only ones affected with this memory thing, but there could be others out there suffering the same situation.
Or worse.
Hmm,
I mean, and not to say that it could get much worse, because who knows?
Either way. So, as you all probably know anyway, I was born in Ilia. Just me, older sister, mother, father, uh, Nisana. I always looked up to her. She was always the star child, I guess but it does. Always the most well behaved, always knew what she wanted to do. I was a bit more of an outcast. Although I wouldn't say it's my fault specifically. It's him. Flibble's influence. Given what I know what he is now, yeah, that does raise some questions, but either way,
Huh.
they
That's
all just
memory delusion.
I mean, he is just a part of me. He's like the raw anger, the need for violence, that part of my mind.
Sage has an expression on.
Did you say
Of course,
an expression?
An expression.
of course,
Is it blank stare? Okay.
everyone else just thought it was an excuse, just an imaginary friend given my age. It was only Nisana to realize that it was a problem. Of course, there was someone else that knew, well, kind of believed that it was something more to it than just that. Enima, or Emmy, as I call her. And she'll just kind of sigh as she looks to Sage as she says that name. She's the person I was with before. My love for my memories were lost.
Damn, we both had secret girlfriends, apparently. I guess they weren't secret. We just forgot. Wild.
She looked out for me and him. Sometimes took the fall for things I did. She even tried to talk with him. And of course, then the town sage helped me out. Put a bit of barrier in my mind to lock him away. Just keep him at bay, I guess. And years later, the barrier had a bit of a disturbance. We thought it was an attack, but it turns out it was a fleeing group of goblins and trolls. That's when I met Pete. They were run out of their town. There was like an attack on their village near the shore. They were run out and seeked out Ilya for aid. He ended up staying with us. He was like an older brother to me. And she'll kind of just wince at that thought, having remembered Pete's fate. Over
You
the
know,
years,
Rhea. Go ahead.
over the years, I trained alongside Nisana. Wanted to help guide Ilya. And then, of course, the war came to Ilya. Turkey fed his forces. Nisana went out with the other defenders. But the barrier broke. Ilya was evacuated for the most part. We were scattered to the woods and forests. But even then, I wasn't allowed to join the battle. After they were driven away, the other defenders returned with Nisana's battered shield. And I felt a deep rage. Like, I wanted vengeance so badly. I think Pete must have felt the same as he left shortly afterwards. From there, Turkey Feder's influence just grew. So I eventually left to stop him, to try and find Nisana. And then I ended up in Gula, where I met you lot. I met you, Sage. Met Pete again. It was so good to see him again. I met you, Korric, and the first words out of your mouth towards me was you quite literally trying to hit on me.
That checks out.
It does check out.
And of
Really
course, I
does,
met
yeah.
you two as well, Kyrish and Sage. Although you were distant, Sage. You seemed like you had your own issues.
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because I'm still tied up.
At this point, you would have been freed. It doesn't take Korric that long.
I follow.
With knots and ropes? No.
He
you'd
has
have been done in
deft,
like 2 minutes. No problem.
very deft hands.
I'm just gonna go over here and like chill for a minute. I'm listening. Sage like walks as far away as she dares. Just crouches down for a minute. I'm good.
Are you okay?
You know, Rhea,
Hmm?
it makes me profoundly lonely to know that you guys have all had these very wonderful and meaningful people in your lives, significant others and whatnot. And I look back on my memories and I'm like, how many people did I forget? How many people have I been lost from for so long that they think I'm dead?
I
Who's
mean,
out there that would care?
the same could be said for me and Ilya at this point, but even without that, at least without that many people there to worry about, you're not going to hurt them in return for things you can't help. And with that, she does like just give a side glance to Sage. Anyway, Gondra, right. The name, the acronym.
Do you remember what it stands for? Yells Sage from about 40 feet away.
Each of us took a letter of Gondra to represent ourselves. Bert took drunk to try and lift up the mood, I guess. I can't
Did we
remember
not
what the
already
rest.
know this? I thought we went over this already.
You did,
had.
we did, but it was never revealed what my letter was. I took O
Oh, yeah.
for optimistic.
Oh, I thought that would have been Korric's for orgasm.
O for oh my.
Nobody's ever complained
my.
about that, so would have worked out.
What were the letters? I don't remember them.
What?
What were all the letters? I don't remember.
Gondra, Gondra.
What did they stand for?
It's an acronym. Each of the
Thank you! I know what I... Yeah!
Yes, but I don't know what yours all represent. That
Oh.
part of my memory's still hazy. I just remember mine, and I only remember Bert's because Bert told us.
Oh, excuse me.
We're a hell of a party.
Either way, traveled around, we liberated cities.
How did it end?
She'll just get like a slight sweet smell. There was a camp towards Liba. You were still distant, Sage. And I asked you those 3 words that I've already mentioned to you before. Why so shy? And then an arrow was fired at you. I managed to block it, and we fought off the ambush. Then you opened up to me. You had lost someone precious. You didn't want to make more connections, so you didn't have to hurt anymore. So you could focus on your studies.
That's very logical.
And I shared my story of my loss of Nisana. We bonded over the loss. In an odd way, kind of brought a bit of balance to the party. Us two being a bit more level-headed, I guess. Or at least back then we were. We managed to liberate Liba. Korric and Bert left for a bit while we were there. Not sure what they did, but we all managed to group up and travel to home. The forest looked alive. It looked better than I'd ever seen it. But you and Bert noticed magical readings. And it was an illusion. Ilya. And she'll just begin to tear up a bit. It was destroyed. Bert, you apologized for showing me the truth, but I thanked you because I didn't want to live that lie. But there were survivors. I reunited with Annie. And we left with the promise to make up for lost time. The Fiend was next. Massive disaster. Army in the middle of town. Big battle took place with us. And, Birds, your magic, it wipes out all the lesser undead.
Damn.
And, of course, I went to take out the largest targets. We all rallied the townsfolk. The leader of the town was a half-orc, one of Pete's friends. We stayed behind to build it, then moved on to the swamps of Brawl, where we were celebrated as heroes, much like we were when we were there earlier. I went to train at the training grounds, as we found out in the book. But, Sage, you thought I was putting a bit too much work in that. You dragged me away, saying I needed to relax. Ugh. Although, I have to question your decision of places to go there. There's
Where did I take you?
Ollie's.
Where?
Where the bum rum incident happened.
Oh god, a fucking brothel?
Indeed. Although I did almost outdrink Bert, which, given how much I've seen Bert drink, I'll take an almost at that point.
Ugh.
Of course, we ordered our weapon and armor sets. You know, the ones that went missing afterwards. And then she just kind of starts to climb up and goes pale before taking a seat on the ground, just like knees up to her chest. Mesa,
You died.
we were heading to fight the turkey feathers. I caught myself just in time.
Mhm.
Kyrish seemed lost. He was just walking around. You tried to have a word with him, but I stopped you as I realized there was something wrong. A big battle took place. And that's where I met the person that helped destroy Ilya, the one that I assumed took Nisana. The same one that we've seen a couple of times now. Greg, I believe his name is. He used some kind of spell. Knocked you all out. I just about managed to hold on, and he walked over, and her hand will move up to the scarring of her jaw. He sliced my jaw so badly it was hanging off. But that managed to break me from the stun. I fought him tooth and nail. I thought I had him. I thought I stabbed him. And then I looked down and saw the blade for myself. Then darkness. Just the feeling of upper half leaving lower half and just nothing. Gods, there was nothing. But I know now that she was there. And she'll just sort of look up to everyone. You remember her, the one that gave me my form back. The god of elves.
Mhm.
She was there. She was cradling my body. But she couldn't interfere.
Oh yeah, because it seems like they've interfered a lot lately.
The elves have been oppressed too much. Way too much. By everyone. It's neither here nor there. I remember waking up, seeing the scars seeing the horse. The old Rhea was dead. She lived on in name only. Grew distant from the party because of it. Months later, we managed to get to Turkey Feathers. We actually almost managed to beat him. And then Nisana, Cleo were there.
Still alive.
Nisana was mad at everyone for what had happened to me. But then Turkey Feathers took control of her. I couldn't fight back for once in my life. I couldn't fight. I tried to run. Gods, I tried to run. Then the black wave hit. And then we woke up in the field. With everyone having lost their memories. With Flibble being back. That's my memories. Gods. She is probably tearing up at this point. Just if it wasn't for the fact I could have finished him. I could have prevented all this. This is my fault.
That's a bit extreme.
Bert's gonna go over and put his hand under your shoulder and say it's nobody's fault. It would be our fault if we chose to take another path and not see this through to the end. Then it would be our fault. Well, there's something that we can still do, and by God, we're gonna do it.
I mean, from what it sounds like we all have encountered turkey feathers at various points. You could blame any of us for failing to take him out at that instance.
Alright.
You could have blamed me for botching the whole bringing you back.
She'll just slowly look up to Bert. And she is going to utter something in Elven. That, Korric, can you understand Elven, by the way? You weren't here when we were figuring this out before.
I don't know. Let me look real quick. I don't remember.
Because I know Sage can. Keith and Bert can't. Not Keith. Kyrish and Bert can't.
What's Elven called? Is that Sylvan?
No, Sylvan is its own different language, but I do
Okay,
also know
then no.
Sylvan.
Then no, I don't know Elven.
So Sage would be the only one to understand this. She just kind of looks up at Bert before looking back down. And in Elven, she'll say, "Doesn't help that your kind enslaved my kind long ago."
Gibberish, gibberish, gibberish. That's all I hear.
Sage was then rather distant and like not looking, like looks up very sharply and responds in Elvish, "That seems like a pertinent history lesson that we missed."
She'll just look over to Sage. "It's all in the book."
What book?
She'll slowly get up and stagger over slightly to Sage and hand over the book written from the God of Elves' point of view. Just while saying, according to the elves have been persecuted too long. Both
Bert's gonna
dwarves and elves, both dwarves and humans, kept us as slaves.
Dark.
And I get that was many years ago, but it would explain why our kind remains hidden. A long-living race doesn't forget easy.
Rhea, you got
Yes.
something to say you can't say in common?
It's private, Bert. Leave off.
Not just yet, but I think I need a bit of time to process it.
By all means, I'll leave you to it.
I just awkwardly like pat Rhea on the shoulder.
No,
Damn.
we're all going through shit.
Yeah, speaking of, and I'm gonna stand up and turn at the boys. If any of you ever restrain me again without my permission, I'm not going to be the one stabbing you.
You're gonna
Well,
what?
you didn't really
You're gonna
protest. I'm just
complain?
saying.
Well,
I
Sage,
don't
that
like being
was kind of. Korric did that under my discretion because we were ready to go.
You're so under that threat. I don't like being restrained.
Yes, because I'm just going to let you be basically unsupervised while you're sleeping.
It's fine, it's my fault. If I wasn't so preoccupied with the book,
Oh my God, Rhea,
I
not
could have
everything's
helped.
Sage,
fault. What?
shit. Get the fuck over it. Let's focus on our mission and get with it.
I'm over it.
Okay, thank you. I love you to death, but goddamn it, you guys are gonna run this shit into the ground, and we need to be making either make camp or make progress.
Sorry, I don't know why heights and ropes freak me out.
Well, it's not like you were dangling from the closet or yeah, you know what I mean.
I
Not
know.
like you were hanging in the wind. You were tied securely, safely,
know.
and you were amongst friends. And nobody
I
here wishes you harm at all.
I guess it's the sheer panic of just waking up to that.
Be right back, guys.
Yeah, that's understandable. I'm sorry, Sage. We did
Fine,
try to
I'm-
wake you up.
I know, I'm fine, and eventually my heart will stop racing, and we're cool.
We just
When
wanted to
we
get.
fly this time, can I please not be tied?
Well, now that you're awake, that's not really an issue.
Would you like me to romantically hold you, or perhaps Rhea?
Fuck no.
Pity.
Ray just goes a deep red at that. It's like,
It's just also like turning red around the ears.
Right, well, we're a few more hours away from Tarn. Don't worry, we're not going to fly anymore. I planned on being landed by the time you woke up, but I wasn't expecting you to wake up so suddenly. I thought we would hear murmurs or a stretch and whatnot. But
Sorry. There were explosions.
it's Tarn we're going to. Wait, there were explosions?
Nightmares, I think.
Ah,
Did you have nightmares before you got your memories back?
kind of. I remember memories of earlier. I remember Shield. I remember seeing others from earlier. So I guess, yeah, I did have the. It's so weird to think about the fact that I used to dream, though. I have experience of it that many else never do.
Yes,
What do you
I suppose you really don't sleep much now, do you?
Elves tend to not sleep in general. Even sleep spells don't work on us.
Man, I need me some of that. I'm getting really tired of, like, bad memories. Anyways, anything else you need to talk about? Or should we just keep going?
Alright, I'm back.
I mean, I'm assuming we can walk and talk, but
Great.
I've gotten everything I need to discuss at the moment, then. I just need to.
does anybody else have anything they want to get off their chest while we're having the fields meeting?
By the gods, can we just get back underway?
I mean, we are walking and talking, Kyrish. Sad it is, so I travel in silence.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We are walking. Upstairs.
I don't have any big emotional bombs, thank God. Fuck emotions. But
No big emotional bombs. Looks over to Sage. Looks back.
I do have this book that I'm wondering if anybody can translate.
Oh, right, yes. I could only understand parts of it if it's the same one that you're on about
Oh.
before.
Not my spell book. This
Oh.
one. And I'll pull out the blood magic book. Hand it
Oh.
to her. Anything?
Who do you hand it to?
Rhea.
Is it in common, elven, or sylvan?
You have no idea what the fuck this means.
Sorry. It's not in any language I understand.
Shit.
Which means it's not common, elven, or sylvan.
Well, I knew it wasn't an elven or common.
Wait.
Obviously.
Okay, there is something that has been playing on my mind now, though I do need to just quickly check. Because we keep trying to figure out certain runes and such, don't we? There's one place that we've not looked to yet to see if the runes are similar.
What?
Going off of the runes that we've seen on Sage's body, do any of them match up to the little runes that are floating around Kyrish's head?
Ooh.
Are we having issues reading a book? I can assist.
Give it to Bert. Can you read it?
I'll cast spell comprehend languages.
I wouldn't think that they would match up. Those are in
There's-
a
Oh, they're in Illumian? Then no, none of them would
I
match.
believe so.
Okay, just making sure. Can rule that lead out.
Unless glyphs are like their own thing.
I mean, glyphs and runes can be interchangeable, but if it's in the Illumian language, then no, they would not match.
Well, if glyphs and things like that are their own thing, then it's possible, I suppose. But where is it?
Well, Bert, does your spell do anything?
Well, of course it does something.
You start putting your magic over the book, and you get a very sickening feeling as black mist comes to greet it, and it basically strangles it until there's no more magic left, and then the black mist subsides. You do get the sense of just feeling dirty and nauseous.
Sage,
should feel
where'd you
dirty.
get this book?
Did it work?
Where did you get this book?
From turkey feathers? It's got his secrets in it, I'm confident. I need to learn them.
And you don't somehow think that his magic being attached to this book is traceable through him?
Sage has a look of absolutely did not, is not going to admit that.
Sage, you're smarter than this. Carrying around something like this at the...
He already knows where I am. He can probably trace the very runes on my back. I need that. I need to be able to read it.
Unfortunately, my dear, even with my memories back... Oh, you just saw the black mist swallow my magic like it was nothing.
Yeah, I'm really pissed about it.
It nullified it like it didn't even fucking exist. So... Where shall we take this? I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now because if it's a conduit and you're carrying it around with your track record of, let's
It's
just
not
say,
conduit. It's a guide. I'm not an idiot, Bert.
I didn't say you were, and I'm not implying that at all. I am implying that I don't feel comfortable with this book. This book makes my very skin feel dirty, and that's saying a lot coming from me, that there's evil upon this book that makes my skin crawl.
Here, give it back if it's so bad.
I just don't know that we should be in possession of it if nobody here can read it.
I'm going to read it. I just need some time. Figure it out.
That's the one thing that we're really, really lacking.
I know. When we get to Tarn, I'll go to the library. I think it might be Abyssal. Surely there's a book on languages.
Infernal, maybe?
I know Infernal.
Is that wise?
Okay.
Is what wise?
Going to library?
All I'm saying is the last time we went to a library with a book that had dealings with turkey feathers burned down.
Yeah, I remember that.
This will be fine.
We do
Don't
that
look
again, they're gonna ban you from libraries.
Yeah, that.
They couldn't get out if they tried.
Well, we burn enough of them down, there ain't going to be any books left.
You're overreacting. I will figure this out. We need this.
Okay, and I agree with you, Sage, that it might very well be very important. I don't disagree at all. However, I don't have the ability to cast the magic required in order to bypass.
That's okay. I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I know you're just stubborn enough to do that.
Hey, I know 4 languages. How hard can one more be?
Well, considering I had magic that allows me to comprehend any language.
That doesn't count. That's
and it
cheating.
just fizzled it out. What do you mean it doesn't count?
How many languages do you actually know?
Couple.
Uh-huh. More or less. More.
I know a couple languages.
Yeah.
I
And
know
a
3.
translation spell is cheating.
This isn't a dick measuring contest.
Tend to use. I tend to refer to it as helping with things that I don't already know. It's just an enhancement. It's nothing more than that.
Ew, Rhea, would there be a tongue measuring contest? Ooh.
You guys are so gross. Why the fuck did I ever put up with you? Can I have my book back, Bert? I'm gonna.
No.
It's all part of that secret memory you don't have. There's a reason.
Sorry, what?
There's a reason you put
Bert?
up with this.
I said no.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, let me explain this to you. It's a 1-syllable word with 2 letters in it. I said no.
What makes you think you're allowed to say no? That's my book.
Allowed? Nobody here controls me.
I don't like being thieved upon, Bert.
I'm not stealing it. I'm just not done with it yet.
Well, how
Do
about you
you
can have
really
it back after I work on it a bit? What are you going to do while we walk here?
Do you really think that it can be tracked?
Oh, with the amount of magic that just dispelled mine? Without a doubt. I guarantee if this is important to him as she's making it seem to be, there's no way that he would have let this out of his sight willingly.
Of course not. I stole it from him. But you're being paranoid.
Paranoid?
Yes.
You stole it from him. Now, think about how you feel just now when I told you no, you couldn't have the book back. You started to get upset, right?
And neither of you can read this,
Now
yes?
imagine how upset he is that he doesn't have it,
Well, I would hope he's upset.
and what he's gonna do to come and get it.
He hasn't come yet. You know how long I've had that? I've had that since before we went to Gula.
Turns out all of your stolen is essentially his cookbook.
Do you know what that is,
Oh,
Bert?
shit.
Explain it to me.
That is the key to blood magic. That is how we figure out how to undo all the shit he's done. So I need it. Tracked or not. Now, do you want to become the target of the track, or do you want me to? I already have a target on my back. Quite.
Okay. I'm
I mean,
traveling with
don't
you. That
you
doesn't put
all
a
have
target
a
on my
target on your
back too,
back?
right? Like, come on.
I
It's
mean,
not.
like-
It's not that at all.
Yeah.
DM out of character. Do I know of anybody that can translate this?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you have someone to hold it, I'm not magical, so
Yeah, that
Do
means
it.
you're even more of a liability.
Do I know of anybody that's magical above and beyond my abilities in the towns that we're heading to?
No.
Come on,
Okay.
Bert. If it's trackable, what's handing it to me gonna do?
Sage, here's your book.
Thank
I
you.
know out of everybody that I've come across, I don't know of anybody that can translate that book or cast dispel magic
You know me.
on that book. So if we're gonna find a way to translate it, or yeah,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
you should.
I'm going to crack
Idea.
the book and start working.
You should.
No, I believe I might be able to help you.
Oh?
Convoluted way, but do you think perhaps you can say the words aloud for me? My spell only really works for, well, hearing the words.
I mean, I can try. Cast it. I'll start reading.
He is going to cast tongues on himself.
is
How
it
do
wise to start reading randomly from a
I was
magic
gonna
book?
say, how do you know? Wait a minute. If you can't read it,
Oh, is
because
there
you can't
not a
comprehend the
between them?
language, that would be like trying to speak Guadalajara, reading it from
Use
a
your
book.
imagination.
Well, no, the idea is, like, you can still try to enunciate the words.
Right, but your
You wouldn't
inflections-
necessarily get them right, but tongues
I'm gonna sound
may
them out.
end up
Okay.
making you it may end up making you actually understand them. Like, someone who's just learning Spanish and you go to fucking Mexico and they're like, oh yeah, that's kind of what you're trying to say.
Well, that's like
Exactly.
saying Leia sounds like leg because the I
I
and
have
the
a-
H are silent. So
I
it's
have a question.
leg.
What's a Spanish and what's a Mexico?
I was about to say, welcome to D&D Evil Dead version.
I'm quite literally waiting for it to be Klaatu Verata. Did I do it? I said it.
Chupacabra.
Take it back now.
So, does the tongues and read aloud combo work?
DMobo.
No.
Rhea!
I knew it. There's something more afoot, damn it.
Hmm.
So,
Can I cast a spell magic on this book?
Don't
ugh,
that will just
is it
Maybe
a
just
magic?
pitch it in the weeds and hope.
Is it
somebody
a
forgets about
magical
it.
book? All right.
I heard 3 different questions.
Yes.
I saw Glen light up, I saw Fred light up, and I saw Headeast light up. So, who asked what question?
I
Go
said,
ahead.
Can't we just throw it in the weeds and forget about it? Because if he doesn't have it, then
No,
that's
I
gonna be
need
good,
this.
right?
Discarding it
But
might
do
be a bad
you-
idea, as he'll just send someone to collect it.
We burned a whole library down. Do we need this book? We didn't
Yeah.
need those. Do we
Yeah.
really need this one?
We
Yes!
did not burn the damn library.
If we weren't there, would the library have burned down?
Well, that's besides the point.
It's our fault. See, it's our fault.
Me.
Do you even know if the book's fucking magical?
I don't know. I cast detect magic.
I-
Identify,
Wait,
maybe?
Oh shit.
By that same logic, Korric, we also almost destroyed 2 towns, not just one.
Well, I mean, everybody has their off days.
Well, alright then. Shut the fuck up.
Just
Sage's
trying to help.
beginning to cast a detect magic. Bert says, "What about identify?" And goes, "Oh right," and like reverses it. It goes to identify. I identify.
As your magic hovers over the book, the black mist comes up,
Oh
and
bitch.
you feel disgusted, filthy, and you feel like you're gonna vomit as the black magic strangles your purple. And once all the purple's gone, the black mist dissipates.
Motherfucker, that didn't work. Okay,
I
that
mean,
felt
I,
really bad. I'm gonna try one more thing, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic, which is a level 3 spell.
Fred, engage me in the Battle of Rollies.
What? Hold on a sec. Can I detect magic?
That's kind of what I tried. 16!
17.
No!
Spell
Yeah!
failure chance.
Wow. Get
Does
fucked.
the book get it too?
Sage, you try to dispel the magic. The black mist is thicker than before, and not only do you feel nauseous, but that pretty much that 12-hour sleep you just had, it's almost like it didn't exist. You lose all of your 3rd level slots for the day and one of your 2nd level.
Holy shit.
I believe the book
Wow,
is basically
actual
just going nom-nom.
consequences.
The book is just nomming everyone's spell slots.
So Sage, like, is walking and casting and then just fucking falls to her knees. Great.
Reroll rush over, just like, shit.
Yeah, please don't have I. Oh, fuck.
You sure?
That didn't work. That really didn't work.
Hey,
Maybe it's best we
right.
not. Maybe it's better
So-
we don't mess with this for now.
Damn.
Exactly. Sound good, yes?
I'll do it again next. I just need another nap.
No, you're not doing it again, because it's just devouring your magic and anyone else who tries against it.
That was this time. Who
Did we
knows what
try
else you can
asking the
devour?
book nicely?
I took away the book.
I mean, given it's in a different language that none of us understand, I don't even know if we'd be able to understand as if we did ask the book.
Well, clearly the book's smarter than us. It keeps slapping our magic, so maybe
It's-
it does.
I mean, if that's the case, then maybe I should be the one to try and interact with it, given I've got no magic for it to drain.
Yeah, that probably means you can't interact with it at all.
Or maybe it doesn't.
Doesn't what?
I mean, she can't interact with it.
Maybe
I
it
mean-
means I'm the safest one to carry it, because it can't drain me.
What's it gonna hurt?
I don't want to put a target on your back. And I'm not letting it go. Sage tucks it into the shirt, like the coat pocket, very definitively. I am far too arrogant to not try this again.
Oh my god.
If all the book situation is out of the way, then
Yeah, we're good. Let's keep going.
there is something I do need to just quickly point out that has to do with the other book.
Which one?
The
one
one
you-
that I get.
I haven't
Yeah,
read it yet. You just gave it to me. I can start on
I
that.
know, but well, it'd be a safer book. But it's more something I just need to highlight. It's not just me that's in that book. Amor is in that book too.
What do you mean in the book?
The goddess has been watching over us,
Oh, because you're elves.
but it's not just us she spotted. And with that, her gaze will move over to Kyrish. You're in the book.
He's an elf?
He's
I'm
not
sorry,
an
what?
elf, but Imora, when she fled her homeland for some part, stayed with the Illumians.
Oh.
The goddess saw the attack on the Illumians' home. She saw a certain Illumian flee. She then saw a
Attack?
certain Illumian alongside a reptilian person, leading a band, before turning and slaughtering said band.
Is it a lizard person we know? Just putting it out there.
Oh, I bet it's the one I met in the dungeons.
The question is, and I'm sorry to doubt you on this, Kyrish, but given everything we have heard already, was this one of Turkey Feather's forces that you were leading, only just to then turn on them? Which would make sense given that the other lizard person you said is in his prison? Jail? Or was this an act done on behalf of Turkey Feathers?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Sorry to bring doubts to the forefront, but
No, you're perfectly within your rights to.
it's just... It seems that from what I've read of them, there might not be that many left of your kind.
It's not as though we've seen any.
And if the book is correct and I've gotten the correct thing from this, there's not that many elves out there either at the moment. There was 3 tribes of elves. There was Ilya. There were the winged elves, of which Amora is the last. Then there are aquatic elves, which no mention has happened again of, so I can only assume that
Elves.
they're all gone. Given the attacks on Ilya. For a dying kind.
I don't even know if I want to know what happened.
All I'm saying is, it's not one thing, it's another. Mora's kind was wiped out by dragons. Ilya was almost wiped out because of turkey feathers. Who knows what happened to the mer elves?
Maybe they're just hanging out in the water. It's gotta be better than up here.
There's always going to be threats to this world. Even if we get rid of turkey feathers, another one's just going to come along.
Why are we worrying about a problem that hasn't happened yet?
Because
And
unlike you lot,
that's the thing, isn't it? If there's always going to be another turkey feathers, there's always going to be a group like ours, yes?
this is the thing. unlike you lot, I'll most likely have to live to see it.
I mean, you weren't planning on dying in the final fight because I was kind of planning on going out that way.
I've tried to die once in glory, and even then it was a false glory.
Because we brought you back, or because it didn't actually do anything?
The latter. No. At one point I would have said the former, but definitely the latter now.
Well, hey, we just die in the final fight, and then whatever comes out of Turkey Feathers is not a problem.
Then
Talk
what's
of-
the point in being alive now?
Talk of
Who cares?
mutually assured destruction.
You lot are talking like you don't even care about the other people that this is affecting.
I mean, well, of course we care. We're gonna.
Rob, are you where I think you were?
In the bathroom taking a piss? No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nope.
We're in the
No,
middle of a
heard that.
serious fucking
Nobody else heard
moment.
that.
No, I was filling up my dog's water jug.
Oh
Yes, I swear.
Sounded a lot worse, man.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
was gonna say, dude, if I was
It all
pissing like
sounded
that,
like-
dude, I'm hung like a fucking horse.
Jesus.
That piss hole's huge. That's at least the size of a fucking faucet.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
that's all gonna have to be edited out.
I'm
Like so
really-
much already doesn't.
Just leave it in there. I don't care.
What was I even saying?
Exactly.
Bonus points for me, yay! Distracted DM.
It wasn't me
I
that was talking.
Oh, it was Sage. My bad.
I don't know what you were saying, Sage. I think we all got distracted when we just looked over and saw Bert pissing himself.
Like a cow pissing on a flat rock.
So we know that's not rum, but now we need to work out which alcohol that is, because you may be allergic to that in a different way.
Oh boy, could you imagine the flamethrower?
Oh my god.
Bert, drop trial!
Give a whole nuisance meaning to burning with a pee.
Damn it, Kyrish! All I'm saying, Kyrish, all I'm saying is that like,
Oh, the
we're just
visuals.
not our monkeys. Like we could just. I mean,
Sage, we're not quitters.
of course we're not quit. I'm gonna take care of the problem. I'm
Of
gonna
course,
take care of the
but I
problem.
mean,
Fuck off.
you don't have any plans after that?
No.
You don't want to live?
Listen, I remember like maybe 2 months ago
No.
right now.
You listen.
I'm playing pretty
When
bad.
you get your memories back, when you remember what your dreams were, assuming you had some,
Yeah, explosions and blood and
no, that's reserved for turkey feathers.
those are
Chill.
memories.
Life,
Real dreams.
happiness. Protecting others is a valiant, like, life, but at the same time, there's the whole world out there to go explore.
Rio
And
just
people are going to be everywhere.
Rio, just take a deep breath and don't want you to die, Sage.
Who's gonna protest when I tie you asleep while you're sleeping? Obviously, nobody else said anything when it happened, but clearly you had a problem with it. So
I mean, if I'm dead, it's not my problem anymore.
I mean, if she'd have died, she wouldn't have much
Okay.
to say about it either, so. Just say it.
I'm not like going to off myself if I happen to live through the end. I'm just saying Turkey Feathers is a powerful guy. If we gotta give it all, fuck, why not? I mean, why else would I learn blood magic?
Do we have to learn blood magic to defeat him, though?
Do you have another idea? Because if
Right.
not, I'm gonna keep translating the book.
I have an idea.
I didn't say knowledge isn't power, and not to translate the book. I'm just saying that
My idea is me getting within 5 foot of that bastard, taking this sword, and showing him what happens when a sword swallowing that goes wrong.
Too bad he's a wizard.
you're never gonna get within 5 feet of him.
I'm fast. I can do it.
Unless. It's all. I mean, you can make 100 plans, and they're all just going to evaporate in the first encounter of him.
Yeah, no plan survives contact with the enemy.
It's the truth.
Anyways, this is thoroughly depressing. Why don't we talk about like clouds or some shit?
How about we decide where the hell we're going and what we're doing?
We're going to Tarn,
Tarn.
aren't we?
Yeah. Well, how long is it going to take us to get there? Are
Well,
we traveling through the night, or are we going to just?
This is where Riku just says it goes, well, we were here 5 minutes ago. We've just been kind of wandering through the town in a loop now.
I mean, it's the hippogriffs took about half the travel time, so it's only going to take us 2 to 3 hours more walking time. So,
The bigger question is what we're going to do when we get there. I'm assuming we could
I
probably just try and
thought-
get...
I thought we were gonna go take on
Yeah, drop into the sewers, man. I'm out.
Zundis.
Oh, if... Wait,
Out
yes,
my
I-
2 top spells, though. That's annoying.
As you're walking, Keith will look over to Kyrish. Well, since we have about 2 hours, do you want to get started on your training?
Oh, yes, I was actually going to ask you about that. We just sort of got caught up in everything. Yes.
Right, so you're gonna have to slide off the comfy feathers of the hippogriff, and you're gonna want your battle axe and a free hand. No shield.
Oh, but I'm so comfortable up here.
Well, if something goes wrong, then you can explain to Riku why she is down a hippogriff.
Oh, right, fair enough.
He chuckles and he kind of hangs back so the hippogriffs are about 15 feet ahead of you. Obviously still in sight, but not, if you need to GTFO real quick, you can run up to them.
He pulls out his axe. Get ye
Why-
told.
Do we notice these two hanging back and doing this?
Oh,
Like
you
the
would have
rest of
been
us?
able to hear it. Like hear
Oh,
their
yeah.
discussion.
He's not keeping a secret.
It's just... Oh, you tried to get better with the axe.
In a way.
I
Yes.
mean, you're a decent shot with it at the king.
Hmm. That I'm actually surprised about, to be quite honest. It's aiming a bit lower, but oh well.
What's wrong with spells? Spells are way better than weapons.
Oh no, believe me, I'm not getting out of the magic.
Better not be.
Why not? I believe it's one of those cases of just why not both?
What do you think I do for a living?
I'm more surprised though that you didn't ask me for help. Champion at Brown all. Undefeated.
I do believe that Keith can likely do something you can't. I'm still focusing on both the melee and magic, so it's a little bit different.
Props. I could go figure out how to cast spells with armor on.
Rhea just kind of gets a bit of a face and just slightly mutters in Elven.
I'm back.
Say elves are supposed to be a magic race. Feel kind of lackluster at the moment.
Just give her a pat on the shoulder. There. You're very good with your sword. You have a sword, right?
Yes.
I honestly don't pay attention.
Ouch.
You run, there's blood. I'm mostly focused on not losing control of the spell that could kill us all if it goes wrong.
I mean, I get the reasoning why, but still, ouch. This just means the next time I'm in a fight, I need to just go, Sage, watch me as I go through an attack.
Do you want me to lose control of the spell and kill us all?
Preferably not.
Then don't distract me.
Okay.
Keep fighting, Kyrish. This is entertaining.
Oh, you're hilarious.
I am. Thank you for noticing.
Keith just chuckles and shakes his head.
Right, so the first thing that you're going to learn is to be able to hold a spell in your hand while attacking with your axe. Because if you can maintain the spell while hitting, well, that's where the sweet spot is.
If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a ball.
God damn it.
Oh, that's what reminded me of.
Dodgeball!
And he's going to pull out his blade, and he's going in his right hand. In his left, his beige magic will turn into basically a ball of frost. And the little ball is just almost like a bouncy ball, just bouncing up and down in his hand, since he is controlling where the ray is going.
A simple spell will work. We'll do a ranged one, so either you can do Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, Magic Missile, Fireball, Acid Splash, whatever spell you have that matches any of those.
Magic missile.
Well, I mean, Ray of Frost, I suppose, will work then.
Light blue magic forms in the palm of your hand. And even though it's a little bit smaller than Keith's, it is still mimicking the bouncy ball.
Right, now we're just simply walking, so of course it's easier to concentrate. Now, with your axe, do some fighting drills. So for an axe, you can either swipe from up to down and come back from down to up. Almost like you're trying to chop somebody in half. However, I want you to maintain the size and the rate of the bounce in your left hand.
Oh god, brain exploding.
Basically, concentration check.
Okay. He will try to do so. 9.
You get halfway through the first swing and the spell fizzles out.
Well,
That was anticlimactic.
bollocks.
Do it again. That was great.
Well,
You won't get better unless you keep trying. Again.
When you think about it,
There
magic
goes.
missile would be a good one to do with that.
He
You
attempts
swing,
again.
you got your other hand behind to hide the magic missile. Given you only need to see something for magic missile and don't have to aim it itself, you just swing with the weapon and release the spell. It just flies behind you. It hits everything.
Well, Rhea, it's more about the ability to hold on to a spell while you're doing something else. Casting a spell takes a lot of concentration.
5.
You just raise your arm up and the spell fizzles.
Case in point.
Jesus, you
How
suck
many
at
more?
this game.
How many more times can you attempt this?
Maybe it would be better if you practiced while also not walking at the same time.
I can
Combat?
attempt this. No. I've got about 4 more time. So,
Alright. And also, Rhea, battle waits for no one to just stand there and cast. Why do you think are always in the back? Us Dustblades are able to do magic and melee combat, so we can rush into the forefront and not have to worry about, well, sorry, but being squishy.
But their magic's never going to be as good as mine.
Really? Would you
Or
like to
mine.
duel?
Mine comes from the gods.
I would love to, but also, I definitely got zapped by this stupid fucking book earlier. And you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, bring it on, man. I can take you.
Hold
Oh,
on.
boy.
Whoa, Del, Sage.
Let them train first, Sage.
Please, just let him finish, Sage.
oh no, I know what I'm attempting to do here.
Yeah, he
Have
doesn't.
your little duel.
Are we having a
Kyrish,
duel then?
again.
Oh, here we go. Let's see how this goes.
Yep.
Alright, who
Already.
am I dueling first?
Just fall
Did you
flat on my
already
face.
summon spells?
You bring your axe up again, and it fizzles.
Damn it all.
Try a different attack. Maybe the motion is throwing you off. Maybe instead of an up to down, maybe try to do a side to side.
I
Need
am
some Viagra.
curious. Is it viable to use Mage Hand as almost like a third hand to wield a small weapon?
That would be double concentration because you're concentrating on the mage hand and then you're trying to keep the spell you cast for mage hand to hold stable while you're swinging the weapon.
I'm just curious.
Can I duel?
No.
Oh, come on.
You didn't say
Are
it
you?
enough times.
Are you attempting to do the double concentration?
Oh, no, Sage is just like
No.
summoning.
No. I'm talking to Kyrish.
Oh, sorry. My
Huh?
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not right now.
No? Okay.
Well, Sage, you seem to be the most high-spirited.
And he's going to dispel. He's going to let go the spell in his left hand. And he's going to keep walking in front of you, Kyrish, so that way he doesn't interfere with your practice. He's going to hold up his sword, and he's going to hold his left hand palm open to Sage, and just curl his fingers towards him. Roll initiative.
I love making bad choices.
It's time to
Dun,
outside,
dun, dun,
Sage.
dun,
Duel.
hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
There
She
you
was-
go.
Damn! Shit. I rolled a 6.
Kyrish, what is your concentration check?
7.
Not enough.
You manage to get... How are you swinging it? Are you still doing up and down or side to side?
I believe he told me up and down, yeah?
He also said to try side to side, which
Side
is
to
why I
side.
asked.
You gotta do the boogie woogie.
Yeah!
Alright, well, then he's gonna try side to side then.
So, go ahead, roll me another concentration check. Keith,
Oh my god! 3! I got a
You
fucking nat 1!
oh, you nat 1'd?
Yes!
You dropped your axe.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it went flying off into the forest. Yeah, stay into the forest or in the middle of the desert.
Maybe you'd do better with a lighter weapon, maybe.
Hey,
There's a
don't hit
stick
your
man on
shin
the
with
ground
that,
over
it'll
here.
hurt.
I cannot fathom why.
Oh,
Why
shit!
I would actually use a giant axe like this. It just doesn't seem befitting.
Always trust
Maybe-
the pointy stick.
Maybe there's a way to modify the axe so that you could channel your spells through that.
That's the whole point, but you need to learn to be able to swing the weapon while keeping the spell in check.
Wait.
Because what you
Don't-
ultimately want to do is this.
And for Keith's turn, you will notice his blade will just turn orange, and his blade alights with flame.
I'm sorry, I just got the worst idea in my head there. It's like, oh yes, it's Keith's turn. Keith goes, oh yes, you want a dual sage. Power word kill.
So what happens to me?
It's your turn. You get to choose what you want to do.
Color spray!
Color spray. That's a will save, I believe.
That's a will save.
He sees the lavender mist coming towards him, and he will dodge roll underneath it and come up as the color explodes just inches behind his back.
Oh damn, what do you roll?
Nat 20.
Oh! bitch!
Well, I guess congratulations, Vinodi. You did better than a dragon.
Kyrish, your concentration check.
Kyrish is actually putting his sword, or his axe away, and he's decided to draw the enchanted sword.
Ooh. Okay.
So he's going to try and do the same maneuver with the sword. This is the last time, so this is all the fucking spell slots I have for 0.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
Told you needed a different weapon.
As Keith dodge rolls, he kind of turns to the side. He has an eye on you, Sage. But in his peripheral, he sees Kyrish. And Kyrish, you're finally able to walk and slash with the sword consecutively for 10 feet while maintaining the spell and swinging the sword.
Kyrish actually just looks at the blade like wide-eyed. he just wasn't feeling it with the axe. Unfortunately, it just was not working.
Congratulations. Now, I want you to put your hand upon the blade and transfer that magical energy onto the blade.
I wish I could. He attempts to do frost ray, but it's just like a little sparkle.
No, what I mean is actually put your hand on the blade. Like, touch your blade with your magic hand.
Yes, Keith, I would love to. Another little sparkle.
Keep working on it, Kyrish. Color spray.
No, he's out of spells.
Oh no!
Oh.
Right.
Sounds like we're gonna be camping here in a minute.
Come on, Kyrish.
Well,
already.
go.
Couple.
Well, go to the next tire spell you have available and practice with that. If you want to see how the magical transfer is done.
And for his turn, he's going to put his hand on his blade, and he's going to extract the flame from the blade. And he's going to point it at Sage. Sage, you need to roll a reflex save.
Gladly.
Oof.
This wizard hubris off the charts. Reflex?
Yes. You weren't expecting Keith to attack you. So the first thing you do is you see the flames coming at you, and you belly flop onto the ground.
Ah!
You are going to take
Oh, come on. I rolled an 18.
Yeah,
which
you take
means it's
half
probably not.
damage.
That's valid.
2. You take 8 points of damage.
Hot. Oh, we're playing with fire, are we? We playing with fire? Scorching Ray.
Can I just quickly state, Bert, is it just me or is it weird to see how much we were arguing just moments ago? And then to quickly go to all this buddy that's going on right now. It's
He insulted my honor as a wizard!
You, Sage, you need to roll a ranged touch attack for your raise.
18! Fire, huh?
He stands there. He sees the ray. And he lets it hit him. However, the magical energy that hit him is now transferred to the sword. It is lit aflame again, but not as bright as the previous fire.
So you get a very...
You need to roll me...
46?
Yes.
14.
14. Alright. Kyrish, your next concentration check.
Shit.
He is trying to... What is this, imbuing the blade with the spell?
Yes. From your hand to the blade.
Yeah. He is attempting to do this with Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
12.
You put your hand to the blade, and it's almost you can feel the magic leaving your hand, but almost when it's halfway through, the spell fizzles.
No. Damn it all. To be expected, I suppose.
Imagine that the blade is already enchanted with the spell you're trying to do. Like you're trying to convince the blade that this is natural. And this is where the magic belongs.
But if it's already enchanted, why am I trying to enchant it?
It's a way of thinking that helps the training process, regardless if it's already enchanted or not.
Why am I trying to enchant it then?
Because it's the mindset.
What
are
redundancy?
you are in control of the magic. The magic is not in control of you.
Well, of course I am. I'm not learning how to cast magic for the first time.
Really? Because the magic seems to be telling you, fuck you, I'm not going there.
Look, I know what it looks like. Go to hell.
can't because of me, I'm not close enough.
Try again.
And he is going to point his sword at you, Sage. And he's going to flick it up. And he's sending a scorching ray towards you.
Ah!
Does a 14 hit your touch armor class?
My touch armor class is 11.
So yes, I do hit. The damage for that is 46.
And
I
I'm just
need-
supposed to stand here and watch this shit, right?
Sage is starting to look singed.
Yeah. I am.
This motherfucker is literally teaching somebody and kicking your ass at the same
At the same
time.
time.
Hey, Sage.
Yeah.
You're taking 15 points of damage.
Sage looks really burnt.
What's your health at, Sage?
4.
Oh my god!
Okay, like,
I
yeah,
think
at this
that's
point,
enough.
I'm gonna
No,
step
no,
in
no.
and be like, yeah.
This is a duel. We finish until the other one yields. Please step back. We will duel when one of us
Sage,
yields.
you got this?
Yeah.
Are you
Just-
sure about that? Just,
I think I smell bullshit.
I think I smell burnt flesh.
Oh, shut up. I'm a wizard.
Little singe there.
I got
Yes, you're a wizard that's in close combat. That's not where a wizard should be.
Where's
I will
Featherwing?
say, Keith has not struck her with the blade. It's only
He
been
hasn't.
through magic.
Spells. You gonna tell me how you absorbed that one? I thought I had you dead to rights.
You did. And then I decided to give you a own taste of your own spell.
Yeah, it was a good spell. Because I'm good at what I do. I'm gonna try to color spray him again.
You try and cast it again,
Roll.
but Gramil just takes a sidestep back, and the color spray goes right past him, and just silhouettes him in a cloud of colors.
What did he roll?
21.
Uh,
Kyrish, what was your concentration check?
18.
Something about what Keith said finally clicked. You are in control of the magic. And you will your spell to get onto this blade, and you will it to stay there. And the magic energy is taken from your hand. And there is a grayish mist kind of just swirling around the blade. And it stays.
Fuck yes!
So you got a hang of it now.
Excellent. Now, put the two concepts together. Dispel the magic upon your blade, and basically put the spell directly onto your blade, using your hand on the hilt as a conduit.
Wait. Oh, he just said the same thing twice.
Mm-mm. He basically... So basically what he had you do was get the spell, swing the blade. Then he had you summon the spell and put it on the blade. Now he's making you do it in one fluid motion. So you still have... So you basically, you're only using one hand to enchant your weapon.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Nope, but he's gonna do it anyways, because my
Oh.
character knows and I don't fucking know.
Okay. I will try and explain this better at a later point. Keith looks
Dropping that.
and he's going to smile. He's going to sheath his sword and pull out his crossbow. And he's going to aim it at you. And there's base magic at the tip of the bolt. And he's going to shoot. Roll me a will save.
Ah! So you're just getting her ass handed to her. This is the funniest shit. 10!
Your own spell. You finally know what others have felt because color just explodes in your face. Do you take damage from color spray?
It depends on your hit die number. I think I have 5 because I'm level 5.
Let me look. You are stunned.
So once again, Sage is on the ground going, fuck! Ah.
You're not very good at this stuff, Sage. That mouth's gonna get you in a lot of trouble, girl.
Keith
I'm
walks
leaving her.
up. He sheathes his crossbow. He walks up to you, looks down and kneels.
You have spirit. And you have a lot of fight in you. I commend you for wanting to go through with the duel. But I think it's time you take a nap,
And he's going to pat you on the shoulder, and you feel very, very tired.
I'm so angry, and if I was not so tired, I would be so angry. Fuck you. I might come back and kick your ass one day.
I can't wait.
I
And
need to take a fucking nap.
as you say this, the familiar darkness of sleep starts to cloud your vision. Keith picks you up and sets you on the hippogriff in front of Rhea.
He can't sleep on me.
He
That's right,
casts
I'll make
he casts touch of fatigue.
Aww.
I'll make sure she don't fall off.
Already
I appreciate it. Kyrish, how's it going?
What was your roll?
5. 5.
You manage to get the spell in your hand, but as soon as it reaches the handguard, it fizzles.
Yay! Kyrish is fucking useless. Woo! It's finally starting to show.
He's doing better than Sage just did. I will say you that much.
There is a bit more to push through. Like I said, just you're in control of the magic. Tell it that this is where it needs to go, and you'll have no other way. Bird, would you like to duel?
You know, no, I don't.
Oh, why not? You don't want your ass kicked as well?
Isn't that?
Shh, go to sleep.
Because my calling isn't
That's good.
for dueling.
It's quite literally like when a dog's sleeping, you see him twitching out, he's just looking down at Sage and being like, oh, she's streaming. She's dreaming that she won the fight.
Oh, damn.
Have you guys ever seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole series.
At the
I haven't
end,
watched the new one.
you know the end of Test Drive when Hiccup gets like singed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Have you
Yeah.
watched the new one? Not to go off topic. Have you watched the new one?
The third movie?
Yes.
No. There's a whole new series where
Oh,
it's
I've
in
heard of that.
present time, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Hiccup's descendants.
Not the same.
Not the
It's
same.
pretty good. I kind of like it.
But I just like, nope. Fucking Glen's over here like, yeah!
I'm easy to please.
Oh, we know.
Sleazy to please.
I have nothing to say against that. I mean, you are correct.
I'd take you up on the offer of a duel, but I got to make sure that you don't fall off. Besides, I'd only win.
Really? You think so?
Undefeated.
and broke.
Are you implying that broke didn't have good fighters?
He raises an amused eyebrow.
You never dueled a Buka, have you?
I don't know who that is.
That's my
Booga
race.
booga.
All of the Ghulins and myself are Buka. That's our race.
You know, I don't think a name for them has ever actually come up.
No one's
Listen.
asked.
I mean, that is
Well,
absolutely
Well,
fair.
we're not racist.
we didn't really want to.
You know
Think
what,
I could
Korric?
read.
Want to.
You have gotten an attitude with me for quite a while. What's up with that?
Just don't really trust you that well.
And why's that?
I don't know. Something about you.
Really?
One of those guys.
I could have killed you and your friends at any point in time, and I haven't. I even basically died to keep your beloved Amora safe.
Was that for us though, or was that for more of your secret love of Amora? Not that it's
I
much of a secret.
Don't love Amora?
Well, I mean, she calls, you run. I mean, it's kind of.
If you're talking about what happened in Gula, she was basically the army commander. And I was the swiftest one to get to Gula to save her life.
Plus, there isn't that twinkle of the look in the eye that people have when they feel that way.
Besides, I'm pretty sure Kyrish would have my head.
Why am I being brought into this?
Oh,
I didn't really care
please.
about anything.
Yes, and that's why you were so distraught over... No, that's... I'm not gonna joke about that. We've all noticed the way you two have been looking at each other and interacting.
I'm just more curious at the fact that, well, she saved us and has been with us ever since the beginning.
I mean, I was about to point out the similarities that have happened here. If you recall right, this kind of talk happened with Amora as well back then. With some of us not trusting her. And yet I always said, if she wanted us dead, she could have done so while we were out cold. I believe the same goes for Keith. Been plenty of opportunities where he could have finished us off when we were at our lowest.
It's the
Yes,
same
it did.
thing for turkey feathers.
No, he literally has been trying to, we just haven't let him. There's a difference. He's at least made moves to do so. Keith and Grameel and Amora haven't. They've had a lot more opportunities to do so than Turkey Feathers ever has.
Yes, I'm confused here, Bird. How do you think that Turkey Feathers hasn't tried to kill us yet?
Not that he hasn't tried, but if he's also powerful, and why hasn't he succeeded?
Obviously, I'm just too much for him.
Well, I'm going to be
But are
honest.
you? We just watched you get your butt kicked.
Well, Sage, yes.
Well, honestly, you guys are unpredictable. And that makes for a dangerous enemy.
Yes, but still, something happened that he couldn't take our lives, so he took our memories.
Who knows, maybe he'll do a cliche bad guy thing and explain to you his evil deeds before he does wipe us off the face of Ardnog.
Yeah, I mean, I got this feeling most bad guys do an evil montage before they attempt to subdue the good doers, only to then fail.
Look, Keith, don't be breaking fourth wall here.
He looks around.
There's only desert. And the very
Don't be
oh
breaking
wait,
the fourth wall, damn it.
there is no walls. The closest thing of walls I see is the trees that are going to be up in like half a mile.
So don't break
I have an
it.
idea. Hold on, let me look at my spells real quick.
Oh my
Commit wall.
There we go. I'll cast
Iconic.
plant growth to make a box around us. Grow around us, so we're trapped inside the box.
Riku whistles sharply at the growing cacti around you, and all the hippogriffs stop, and Keith just looks. He looks to Korric, he looks at you. Or looks to the cacti, looks to Korric.
Do you think a box of cacti is going to stop us?
No, not at all. You just said there were no walls. Now there are walls. So
He looks to the side,
Well, I'll see you on the other side.
and he just jumps off the road, sinks in the sand, and you can hear him from the other side.
So-
can I cast another spell?
Oh my god.
Can I harden the ground?
Oh my god.
You need to roll a spot check.
I should drink tequila more often. Hold on, let me find it.
God damn it.
Should I need to
21.
You managed to see through the thick cacti a moving shade of orange. As you cast the spell, do me a reflex save.
I got a 22, by the way.
He got a 22. What's your dex modifier?
Dex 5.
Damn. You manage to lead, and you cast your spell, and you notice that the orange stops.
Huh. Well then.
Gotcha.
Only partly. One foot is on the road and the other half is, well, still in the sand. But good eye. Good reflexes. I commend you for that.
Nimbly little guy.
And
He goes, well, actually, I'm going to break the fifth wall.
and the wall that he's facing is a little bit brighter, and then flames start to gently spread along the cacti.
Quick thinking. Nice.
Buddy out here.
So we're all on hippogriffs, right?
Yeah.
We're just walking. Okay. I'm gonna use my other spell. Create water. Put the fire out.
Buddy out here.
It sizzles out.
Spells.
You realize I was trying to free you guys, right?
Whoa. Yeah, but can't we just fly up and over?
You made
Why?
a box.
Well, yeah. The box. I mean, why would it have a roof? It's
Well, you just said a box. Usually a box has 6 sides, and the 6th side is underneath where you guys are.
we're standing on cactus now.
I mean, do you wanna risk jumping into the sands?
I mean, I'll be fine through the cactus. It's just everyone else is probably not going to like it very much. And plus, if you just tried to light the wall on fire, that's just going to catch the rest of the cactus on fire. Now we're engulfed in a box of fire.
I mean, if you would have waited for the fire. to eat some of the cacti, there would have been a nice sizable hole for you all to walk through before the rest of the cacti got inflamed.
Well, now we're just hurting cacti here.
You're the one that created it.
Well, everybody needs a little cacti in their life.
Maybe for you.
Oh, fuck.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
shit.
He's gonna start taking his sword and he's gonna start hacking at the cacti to free you guys from the cacti prison.
I'm still laughing at the fact that because the dog's barking, I'm just imagining Solus has joined in on the argument now as well.
Yes, I approve.
He knows not to complain.
There's a big enough hole for everyone to go through. Keith frees himself from the sand.
And this is why I'm glad I don't have magic.
Kyrish, what is your
can be
concentration
fun.
check? Kyrish?
God damn it! It's an unnatural 20.
Hey.
You remember what Keith said, and you forcefully command the magic to encompass the blade. And almost as soon as you think it, the blade just starts being encircled by a gray mist.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think something's starting to take root here. Hopefully.
Right, well, at least you know that. After that, well, I'll give you a little bit of a rest since it seems we're coming up on Tarn here pretty soon. So why don't you take a rest? We'll take a quick nap, get some of our energy recharged, because from what I understand, we are heading for the dragon, yes?
Keith gets on his hippogriff.
Unless he's more of a snass man.
I
And
swear to God.
he is going to cross his arms and bow his head as he naps. Do the other Magicasters take naps?
I'm already out, baby.
Oh, I know
Oh
you're
my
out.
God, yes.
Yes.
He's just like, he's like leaning backwards with his head leaned back. He's just snoring.
Oh no! It's a case of the rest of the magic casters taken up. Rhea's just left awake by herself, being like, "Fuck."
Don't worry, you have Keith, you have Grameel and Bert and Riku to keep your company.
Bert's going to sleep too.
You didn't use any spells. Oh, but you never rested after doing that. So yeah, Riku's out too. So yeah, Grameel and Rhea are the only ones awake. But as you head into Tarn, the doors and gates open up for the party. And as the gates shut behind them, we go somewhere else. Amora, free of her bonds, gloating a little bit above the god, she lowers. If you want out as badly as I do, you're gonna help me free yourself. For no help comes to those who do not help themselves. And as she pulls on the chains, the door opens, and she instinctively hides behind the chained man. Oh, they finally let you out of your dog cage. I'd think something else. I might seem like a dog. But this dog can go bark to its master, saying that one of its prisoners has escaped, yes? Or you can shut the hell up and let me get you out of here. The chained man looks up and looks at him quizzically. And why should I trust you? Because I want this place to burn. And I'm your only way of getting out of here. The elven girl may be of fey blood, but I am not. So I can open your doors. I could melt your chains, see? Amora rises from behind the chained man. I know you. I've seen you. Ah, you must be the fabled Black Angel. It's an honor to meet you. Yes, and I've seen you destroy so much. Tell me, how many forests have you burned down lately? Oh wait, you can't. Because I've seen you chained up in your metal tower. Too bad you can't melt it.
Oh.
You are a fiery one.
Get his ass.
I like it. If I can do any good in this world, it'll be releasing you two. I'll be watching you, and if you make one wrong move, I'll kill you. I would be a little bit scared, but, I think just my mere getting a little bit irritated would basically burn you alive. Fair enough. Release this poor excuse of a god and get us out of here. I have someone to go back to. Don't even offer for you to take me? Seems a bit rude. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to trust someone that's been under lock and key of the dark asshole. Sorry.
Your name.
Oh my god, why have we not been calling him that?
Your name, Dark
It's
Asshole.
not Dark Lord, it's just fucking Dark Asshole.
No. Brown pucker button.
God.
Well, I can see it that way. I also don't want you to be a danger to the ones I care about. I've already died once for them, I don't mind doing it again. But know this, if they find out I die, and you were the cause of it, they'll rip you shred to shreds, and I will gloat and laugh as you fall to hell.
Burn the world.
Ooh. You are a feisty one. Well, are you gonna help or not? We don't have all day. Guards could come back on patrol at any minute. And the fiery man will walk over and just simply poke the chains, and they disintegrate like a hot knife to butter. The chained man stretches, and 3 pairs of arms stretch with him, cracking, popping from lack of use. And when he stands, he towers over both Amora and the fiery man. I actually forgot how tall I was. Feels good to look down on you. Don't look down on me when a few moments ago you were basically begging for me to let you go. And I didn't need help of a fiery man. So watch how you gloat. Because you're already weakened. I can use that to my advantage. The fiery man just looks with eyebrows raised. Well, you guys can fight about that. I'm going to lead the way out. They head to the door. They peek around the corner and it's empty. He casually walks forward through the hallway, looks around. And just as about he walks out, oh hey, what are you doing?
Kid.
What the hell do you want, Lashaya? Aren't you supposed to be doing something dastardly for your uncle? Well, and after what happened to Gula, he kind of wants me to stay here. Pah. Even I get out of my leash sometimes. Shuck it, Lashaya. And he turns and walks away. However, he does not see Lashaya walking towards where Amora and the six-armed man are hiding. Amora immediately crouches down and wraps her black wings around herself, for she knows that even in the dark, her pale skin will give her away. She keeps a close eye on Lashaya and waits for her to pass. She slowly rises, and as she takes a step, even with her own vision, she was too focused to get on getting out to see a small little pebble, and as she steps on it, it crunches under her weight. Lashaya turns around and gasps, and just as she's about to cry out, the six-armed man grabs her by the face and swings her around. Lashaya muffledly screaming into his hand, clawing at it, and Amora swiftly smacks her with the side of her palm in the middle of her back, and Lashaya goes limp. And unceremoniously, the six-armed man just opens his hand and just lets her drop about 4 feet from the air. And with a soft thud, Lashaya just lays unconscious. Amora taps her with her foot and gives her a quick check. She's alive. And hopefully, because, well, she seems to be unstable and a whiny little bitch, maybe everyone will think that she's crazy and won't bother to check the dungeons for a while.
Checking every dungeon.
And the two of them follow the fiery man.
Damn, these guys just knocked out a kid.
Is she a kid?
Excellent question, person who knows the answer.
I like to torture Fred's brain sometimes.
I am tortured.
Indeed.
They pass through the hall, and Amora looks. These must have been what Sage was talking about. Huh. Oh. Sergean? Don't know much about that one. She looks at the other screens, or the other mirrors. Eastrel. It's dark. Interesting. And as she nears, the fiery man opens the door. Amora looks to him and meets his eye. I'll remember this. But when the time comes, I hope you remember me. Thank you for not betraying us. What kind of fire genocide would I be if I went against my word? Be free, Black Angel. And she takes off. He closes the door right before the six-armed man leaves. Now you. I have personal beef with you. What, so you let me out? You let me escape for a false sense of hope? Oh no, I'm going to set you free. But to give you a little something of all the pain that you've caused because you were too weak. And he's going to draw back and punch the six-armed man in the chest. He groans in pain and kneels, so he's forced to look up at the fire genocide. Just a reminder that weakness is not about what you can't do. It's about what you won't do. He opens the door. Get out before the hounds arrive. The six-armed man crawls through the door, hobbles up, and starts running. The fiery man closes the door and starts walking back to his room. He opens the door and he closes it. And he starts moving his hand in a circle and the bright flames become solid. And he holds up a single hair. I do actually want to see if you survive the attack on Gula. At least your hair would be burned after this. He sets the hair down onto the solid flame. And from there, a picture is formed. And all he can see is a very small lizard man standing on a road with a sword. And he sees the sword is imbued with a lesser flame. Is that what I think it is? And the sword arcs up. That's a scorching ray. Oh gods! And then he sees a color spray in retaliation. And he hears friendly banter in the background. Oh, they're dueling. And then he hears a familiar voice. Stormwing, you are alive. Sage wasn't lying. Good to know, lad. Keep fighting. And he will fold his hands, and the solid flames in the scene dissipate. And there is the faintest scent of burnt hair before it disappears. What was everyone's favorite part of the episode?
Is that my hair?
I think we know what mine was.
Say it.
All the shenanigans I caused for no reason other than I could, just to fuck with Keith.
I mean, I love it.
Second that.
I thought it was great.
That was
I
one
have
of
to
my
second that.
yes, that was one of my many favorite moments. Leigh, what was your favorite bit?
Finally getting to do the backstory.
Yes. Big hugs on that.
That
Sorry, go ahead.
that'd have been way too long coming.
The emotion in the entire thing. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was that traumatic. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, give my players some trauma, but I was like, my god, that was so deep. And then you added in the lore with Corellan's thoughts or Corellan's regrets, and I'm like, oh my god, this makes it so much worse. I didn't even plan that.
You're
Yeah.
you're secretly mean, Joko. You're secretly just awful to us all the time.
That was insane.
Mine had to be the conversation with Rhea, getting memories back and just the whole
I
RP
love
there.
I mean, it is one of those fascinating things to think about. Like, I've been playing on that for a bit now with how Rhea is. Especially with her being torn between her feelings for Sage and her feelings for Emmy. But it is one of the fascinating ideas of, yes, I have my memories back. But that still doesn't feel like it's me now. That feels like a previous life kind of situation. Especially for beings that are long-lived like dwarves and elves.
Kyrish, your favorite part.
I already said. It
Oh, fuck.
literally fucking
My scenario.
Korric's Korric's insinuation on breaking the fourth wall. Just what the hell?
I was laughing so hard. You have no idea. Once it popped in my head, I was laughing so hard. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
I absolutely loved it. Like, I treat this semi as real world. Like, not everyone is going to get along. The whole party's not going to be unicorns and rainbows. You guys have shown that already. But from day one, Korric's like, I don't trust you, Keith. Fuck you. Like, at the beginning, he
I
was
don't
just...
have a real reason for it. I just...
I enjoy that, though, because, like, Kyrish was the same way with the Mora, and then she she did die, and they made up for it. Like, and now they're, like, somewhat a thing. It's just she kind of got taken away before that was, like, officially established with the party. But, like, just, like, you're the only one that has been like, I don't like you since day one. I don't know why. I just don't. And I fucking love it.
happy to help. Make you feel better about it. I don't have a reason. I just like, meh. Why not?
Fred, your favorite bit.
Oh gosh, as much as I super enjoyed absolutely eating shit, because I think it's the funniest thing to talk big and just get wrecked. I think my favorite part was actually talking with, like, just Bert. Bert is so good. So good, man.
I was
getting
dying.
I love getting heated. Thank you guys for indulging my desire to stir up shit.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody needs to get that outlet done. Like, and Bert's first one to tell you, just calm the fuck down. You're fine.
I
Get on
don't
the ground.
get argumentative in my real life, so it's a little bit fun when I get to be argumentative as a character. I don't do it much, but I'm enjoying it, so thank you.
Well, you got a grumpy dwarf that doesn't have very much liquor left, so there's gonna be plenty of that to come around.
I was thinking about, because I've been drinking tequila, clearly.
Clearly.
And I thought about
We didn't know.
pushing it in there, like maybe I, snuck in and just randomly saying tequila.
God.
We just
But
turn around.
I didn't think he had any beer left.
We just turn around. Korric stolen the hip flask from Bert.
Oh my god. Bert's gonna lose his shit.
Turns
I
out,
remember
yes,
the last thing I remember is it was dry, so I was like, yeah, I don't think there is any. It's like, yeah, whatever.
so we now know that it's rum that gives Bert the shits, but it's tequila that makes him piss himself. And then we just look behind and see that when one of the Scotch and Rays went off, it's just lit the trail.
Oh my god.
My favorite part was just, I don't have a single favorite part. Like, the interaction between Sage and Bert, the interaction with Korric, like, and Keith multitasking like, all right, I'm gonna teach you how to do this, and also I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
fight
that's pretty good.
someone and fight someone at the same time.
I'm a teach you, but I'm a
I had
take
a-
you to school.
I had another
I-
idea when Kyrish was like learning the magic. I thought about just like casting create water and like juggling water on the side, not saying a word, just casting magic effortlessly.
I'm still laughing at the fact of yes, training how to use magic at the same time as Blaze to power up the blade with magic and such. Then just sat here going, "That's nice." I nullify half of that just by being nearby in combat. If they're an enemy.
But yeah, I
Ass handed to me. Damn it.
am honestly excited for. I gotta plan out how to continue, like the teachings, because that's essentially all Duskblades do is they imbue their weapons with their magic. So I gotta figure out what the next step would be in training for Kyrish to start taking. Well, it's logistics and mechanics, but I gotta roll some dice off camera to see when and where your beloved Averiel will show up, and when and how. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We all hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like down below and tell us what your favorite part of the episode was. We would like to nerd out with you guys. It would be really nice. Don't forget to scratch that subscribe button and peck the bell so you know when the next video comes out. We all hope you are enjoying yourselves, and if you have nice weather, you're enjoying it. And we will see you in the next episode.
Rhea!
Goodbye.
Later.
The last good.
Little Mermaid! And tequila.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. DMobo out.